All right, so good afternoon. I'm State Fire Marshal Brian Adams. We're here today on a very tragic situation in this community that we'd like to send out our thoughts and prayers to not only this local neighborhood here, but this community who will suffer for a very long time from this very tragic incident. The fire department arrived this morning on this fire around 3:45. The first units saw this building or this house behind us fully engulfed in flames. And they extinguished the fire and did their best to get the fire under control. Unfortunately, the fire consumed five victims that we removed from the scene, and the fire is still very much under investigation, and we're trying to figure out the cause of the fire. I'll go ahead and let the sheriff speak for a minute.
Good morning. I'm Sheriff Craig Weber, Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office. Of course, I'm joined with the State Fire Marshal and our local fire chief, Harvey Parks. I want to echo the comments of the Fire Marshal and tell the community how sorry we are to lose 5 members of this beautiful community of Lafourche Parish. We are working in conjunction with and supporting the State Fire Marshal's office. This is a scene where they have primary jurisdiction, and not only do they have jurisdiction, they have the expertise in the area of searching through a burned out structure and trying to determine location, causes, and any sort of potential foul play or not. So we're here to support them all the way through their investigation, which will probably take several days, if not longer, to go through all the evidence and to come to some conclusions. But we want to offer our condolences and our heartfelt sorrow to the families and friends and to the community. This is a very heart-wrenching tragedy, a terrible way to start a Saturday morning. We appreciate all of you being here and the many volunteers from the fire service who have been in the heat since the early wee morning hours, desperately fighting to get the fire out, as well as people in the community as well, the Acadian Ambulance, State Fire Marshal, Sheriff's Office, State Police, everybody working together as a team. Chief Parks.
So we'll take some questions, but they're going to have to be very limited because this is still going to, a scene that's under investigation. So. Yeah, so it's very early, and as you can see from the damage, it will be really difficult for us to tell whether there was or was not. 313. Yes.
First unit on scene, it was a fully involved fire. The roof was already collapsing when we got up on the scene, and it was fully involved.
Yeah, so we do have one victim that was able to get out who is at the hospital at this time. From the reports that we have, yes, stable. We cannot, no. We cannot answer that. At this time, no. Yeah, we don't know. I mean, that's part of the investigation. That'll take some time to determine that. So we've been able to talk to several people in the neighborhood close by, but I guess those answers to those questions will remain until the investigation's done. So we have had some neighbors that have said that. We have some camera footage. All of that will be all part of the investigation when that's determined. So look, I've been doing this 43 years, and this is going to be difficult for a lot of people in this neighborhood, as well as the fire department, the sheriff's office, everyone who was out here. This is not something we do every day, and it's a very unfortunate situation, and it will take a long time for this community to heal from this. Yes. We don't know that.
fire chief reminded me of one prior occasion where there were 5 victims in a fire, and I then kind of recalled it, and that was way back. Yeah, car crash. This is the first time that I can recall that I've come to a scene where there have been 5 fatality victims in a fire. That's why it's just such a tragic event, and affects so many people, not only the families, but the community as well.